What is religious pacifism? Have you ever wondered how faith shapes views on conflict and violence? Today, we will explore the concept of religious pacifism and its significance in the realm of ethics and morality. Religious pacifism is a moral stance deeply rooted in various religious beliefs. It firmly rejects war and violence as acceptable means to resolve conflicts. Instead, it promotes peaceful relationships as the foundation for human interactions. At its core, religious pacifism believes that all forms of violence, including killing, are morally wrong. This belief often stems from the teachings of specific faiths that emphasize compassion and respect for life. Many religious pacifists hold an absolute prohibition against war and violence. They argue that these actions are inherently immoral, regardless of the situation. This perspective is based on the conviction that taking human life is fundamentally wrong. Additionally, religious pacifism asserts a moral duty to avoid aggression. This means individuals have an unconditional obligation to refrain from participating in or supporting violence. Sacred texts and teachings often inspire this duty, highlighting love and compassion as core values. Some religious pacifists adopt a consequentialist viewpoint. They argue that war leads to greater harm and suffering, making it unjustifiable. This perspective focuses on the negative outcomes of violence rather than adhering to strict moral rules. Religious pacifism also emphasizes personal transformation and virtue ethics. It encourages individuals to commit to peace as a lifelong virtue. This commitment involves cultivating nonviolent attitudes and behaviors in everyday life. It can extend beyond war to include practices that harm innocent beings, such as capital punishment or abortion, depending on the religious tradition. A prominent example of religious pacifism is found in Christianity. Christian pacifists believe that the teachings and example of Jesus promote nonviolence and love for all, even enemies. They argue that followers of Christ should reject all forms of violence, including war. This conviction often leads to conscientious objection to military service and active efforts to promote peace. Religious pacifism challenges the idea that loyalty to one's nation justifies participation in war. Instead, it places ultimate loyalty in moral principles derived from faith, such as love and respect for life. In practical terms, religious pacifism encourages nonviolent conflict resolution and dialogue. It advocates for disarmament and peacebuilding efforts. Support for conscientious objectors who refuse military service on moral grounds is also a key aspect. Additionally, it promotes addressing social injustices that often lead to conflicts. From an ethics and morals perspective, religious pacifism represents a commitment to uphold the sanctity of life. It seeks justice through peaceful means, reflecting a profound respect for human dignity. This stance challenges societies to reconsider the ethical legitimacy of war and violence. It invites us to explore alternatives grounded in compassion and mutual understanding.